Hello and welcome to the second ever episode of the Chosen Subject podcast. This episode was filmed with Louis. His chosen subject was the Book of Mormon, the musical. You can follow Louis on Instagram at Hey There It's Louis, and you can follow Louis on Twitter at Hey There It's Lou1. You can also follow me on Instagram at Sam James-Neal and on Twitter at BearBros2016. You can also follow the Chosen Subject podcast on social media. That is chosensubject.podcast on Instagram and chosen_subject on Twitter. I hope you enjoy this episode.
Do your
Okay.
intro.
My intro. I don't do my intro till after. My intro is the first question is, what's your favorite TV show?
Hi, I'm Louis, and Sam should have introduced me.
Sorry, okay, fine. Please welcome Louis. His chosen subject is the Book of Mormon, the musical.
Right, quick preface. This is the third recorded episode of Chosen Subject.
It is.
Because me and Sam recorded like 2 weeks ago, and it's now
2 weeks
lost.
ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago tomorrow. That is a lost episode. The audio was terrible.
I will release that episode at 10 years of this podcast.
Good luck.
Because we all know I'm not getting to 10 years, so it's never going to be released.
You can still release it. I did a quiz on the Jackass franchise. I didn't do very well, and Sam got one of the answers to the questions wrong. I gave the correct answer. It's this.
No. I will not be taking this. I didn't get the answer wrong. I got all of my questions. Okay, I'm just going to commit this. I got all of my questions from quizzes.
Should have fact checked.
I'm Sam James-Neal. I don't fact check. I'm just okay, it must be true, yeah.
You seriously reckon Preston looks younger than Johnny? All right, that's a lost episode now.
We moved.
A lot was said. I think it's probably for the best. It wasn't broadcast.
I'm waiting for you to repeat the things though. You've got the same questions for the start.
I think a lot of it I said. Well, I've had time to think this time.
So you know the questions anyway. So
you always use the same ones.
Yeah.
Off to a start. What's the favourite thing to stick on telly?
No. I use the same questions with comedians and non-comedians.
Ooh.
I mean Kathy's a comedian, so.
Am I your first non-comedian guest?
Yeah. How does it feel?
No, you're not. It's Elro. What an honor.
Yeah. Okay. No, but like Elro started with doing comedy.
I wouldn't call him an active comic.
Oh yeah, no, he's not active.
I don't really know who he is, but I'm sure he's brilliant.
He's lovely. I had such a fun episode. Are you ready to start the actual podcast? Or are we just having a little chat?
Don't cut any of this.
I think so. I think this is a really good episode. I was going to cut the entire episode last time, but this is good.
We're in for a treat so far. I think it was because it was a bit of a jarring atmosphere with us both being in the same room. Now this is being recorded remotely. I feel like it's a bit more.
What I'll do is I'll put a bit of the podcast in here, and then people can know that it was cursed and it shouldn't be posted anywhere.
Sam's going to do that. I can't click my fingers. Now.
Hello and welcome to the Chosen Subject podcast. This episode we are joined by Louis.
Hello. You've just watched that absolute dumpster fire of footage. Right, okay. You ready for the first question? Do you know what the first question is? Thing.
Answer without knowing the question.
No, because that'll be confusing. But I know it's what's my favourite TV show because you're original.
It is? I am original, yeah. What's your favourite TV show?
Any of Charlie Brooker's Wipe series. I'm a huge fan of Screen Wipe, Weekly Wipe, End of Year Wipe, Antiviral Wipe, any of that. I've started all my rewatches. I think the man's a genius, and then I found out he doesn't write all of his shows, and that upset me. But
I watch Black Mirror.
Yeah, don't watch Black Mirror; it messes with me.
I spent a full day binge watching it.
Nah, stick to his funny stuff.
No, but, I literally spent a full day just watching Black Mirror, and then I called my uncle being like, "I don't think I'm okay."
He made National Treasure Diane Morgan famous.
How?
She was a main character in Weekly Wipe, which was in 2013, and this was pre Motherland, pre Afterlife, pre everything. And I love Diane Morgan, and she's in that advert for that thing at the moment.
She's so good. She's so good.
I
watched a show with her. I want her book.
No, you wouldn't understand it though, because it's in her character from Charlie Brooker.
I'll watch the Charlie Brooker character.
Oh please, it's so good. That's a watch. They're all on YouTube.
I watched something with her and I can't remember what it was.
Afterlife.
No, it wasn't Afterlife. It wasn't Afterlife.
Motherland. Mandy.
I think Mandy.
She's
that was good.
She's got that podcast with Mike Wozniak, which I haven't listened to yet.
I will get onto that.
There's an episode. There's one with Phil Wang and Brett Goldstein.
Are you ready for your next question?
What
is your favorite movie?
My favorite film is Zodiac, about the Zodiac killer in the 1960s. Very good, very long. And now Sam is going to put in the footage now of Greg Wallace saying that.
My favourite film, I think, is Zodiac, about the Zodiac killer in the States in the 1970s. Long film, great actors.
I know.
No, my favourite film is Rushmore, which I showed you, and I think you pretended to like. Can you confirm or deny this?
I can deny it. I don't think it's as good as you make out to be, but I don't think it's a bad film. I think it's quite good. It's flawless.
It's the best film ever made.
But we all know that I can't speak on this because I'm an Adam Sandler fan, and therefore...
Let's pull up the old Letterboxd of Sam James-Neal. This is a little feature that we've got on the show now. If you don't know what Letterboxd is, it's a film review site.
Do we have to do this?
We don't have to.
You just cut it. No, go ahead.
We don't have to.
Just cut it. Go ahead. You can't embarrass. I've made 2 podcasts and I haven't
He's got
uploaded.
to cover his tracks by making a new one. Let's have a look at the old one. The Longest Yard with 5 stars.
It's Adam Sandler.
Don't mess with the Zohan at 5 stars.
As it should be.
Stars.
As it should be.
The guy's made
Adam
2 good movies.
Sandler is.
The guy's made 2 good movies. One of them
3.
I haven't seen Hustle. One of them isn't good because of him, and one of them he's fucking brilliant in. Guess the 2.
Funny People and Uncut Gems.
Yeah, but which order?
You hate the fact that he's in Funny People, but you like
I don't.
The fact
I think it's a sensible idea for him to play himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam hasn't watched that film.
I haven't watched that film. I've watched that film more than.
Were you watching it with your eyes closed? No.
No. That's probably
He's
one
playing
of the
himself.
films I've watched the most.
He's playing himself.
Yeah, but it's over exaggerated a little bit.
Not far off.
Okay.
And Uncut Gems is great.
It is a good film. Next question. It is what is your favorite book?
The Cat in the Hat Comes Back is definitely up there. I've got the Dick and Dom Manual 2008 upstairs somewhere. That's. I don't think you can get them anymore, but that's like, if I was to start a religion, that would be like my holy book, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I think I've got a Mr. Maker sticker album, and Holes is my favorite book ever written. Serious answer. I think I don't read fiction at all, and I love Holes. That's a truly, I adore that book.
So I've read it in high school, and I remember it being good, but then I reread it because I, like you mentioned, it was one of your favorite books, so I was like,
Good
I'll
movie as
reread
well.
it. I haven't seen the movie.
It's pretty good. Guess who plays Stanley? It's amazing.
I don't know.
It's Shia LaBeouf.
Okay. I had a newfound appreciation for it when I read it again. It was really good. It was one of those books where I didn't feel like it was like a dread to read it. Like I didn't feel like I had to read it. I wanted to.
I like that's a lovely answer. I like a lot of non-fiction as well. Probably I like Classic Scraped by James Acaster. That's very funny. I can't hear you, Sam. You've got to move closer to the mic.
Hi.
Just keep the mic nearer because we saw some lip movement there and no sound.
Oh, I whispered. I was like, that's a good book.
Okay, we can't have a reprise of another lost episode.
Oh no, yeah.
I like the you know what? I've had a lot of fun. I like really stupid books. Fundamentalist, 1001 Jokes You've Never Heard Before by Gary Delaney is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I like Gary Delaney, who recently played where Sam lived and he refused to go.
It's not I refused to go, I wasn't home.
I'm seeing him.
I'm jealous.
He's not for everyone.
No, he's good. I would have definitely gone if I was home.
He made some sketchy jokes when I last saw
him. Yeah. So in terms of books, bringing the subject back a little bit, I read a book today. Well, I've been reading for a while, but I went back to it today. I was like doing one of them coffee shop reading things, and I originally bought it because Mel Gedroych said that it was a good book. And I was like, listen to that woman, listen to that, I'll do it. I'll read it.
She's a national treasure. We love her.
Yes. Yeah. But like I was like looking at this book and I was like, I don't know if I want to buy it. And then I saw her name at the back and I was like, done. So I got it.
Bought a book today.
And so it's like a book about three women, and it's about how there's two sides to a story. So like there's a mum who feels like she's failing. There's like a social media person, but like her happiness is fake news. And it's really good. It's really good. And it's one of the books I don't want to read because I don't want to have an end.
Mm-hmm. Can I use this as a forum to give a little shout out, please?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, my last podcast got 12 views.
I went to Birmingham today.
Okay.
And I went to my mum's friend has opened a bookshop. It's called the Heath Bookshop. If you're ever in King's Heath in Birmingham, go check it out. It's brilliant. Bought a little book. Tag them, follow them on Instagram. They're at the Heath Bookshop. Just go. They're fucking brilliant.
Cool. I will make sure I appear. I visit.
I'll make sure Sam's gonna make sure he appears, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, do a meet and greet to my 12
bless him.
views.
I bet they're gonna be so chuffed to hear that. At the Heath Bookshop. Views. I'm gonna appear.
I need to appear here.
I dare just tweet them and just say I'm about to appear.
Oh no, another UK TV play thing. No.
Oh, let's start a theme.
The thing is, like, I didn't expect UK TV to play to ask me about my podcast after what happened with Kathy.
They didn't fucking follow me.
They followed me.
Alex Horn follows me and he doesn't follow you.
Yeah.
Just ask him nicely to follow you.
That's what you did.
It's his birthday.
Is his birthday today?
Yeah.
Oh, when this is filmed. It won't be when this is out, but happy birthday, Alex.
No, it'll be fucking Christmas by the time this is released.
Yes.
But...
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, my friend.
I'm so chuffed to be on the Chosen Subject podcast Christmas special.
It's not going to be out on Christmas special. Okay. The thing is, I'm going to have to keep the jokes in now about Christmas. So that's good.
It's a small but important victory.
Oh, the Christmas music in the background. What is your favourite music to listen to?
I like to listen to a lot of different music, Samuel, and my favourite artists of all time are David Bowie, pre-2014,
He's going to say it, isn't he?
Panic at the Disco.
Okay. We're safe so far.
And fucking Elton John or something, 21 Pilots.
It's getting cut out of the complete. I worry for this podcast. You really are missing out if you're listening on Spotify.
I'm pulling off my thumb.
The thing is, it gets released on Spotify first, so they're gonna have fun. You know what? We're still in the starting bit of this podcast. We're still on the beginning of this podcast. It's fine
because we got to the end quite quickly this time. I feel like we're at a steady pace. Are we making good time?
You're on the 4th question out of 6 for the starter.
What happens after those 6?
We finally get into the podcast. Like, tell me about your chosen subject. That kind of thing.
He said it. That's the name of the show. As you are.
Do you want to come back on this podcast? It seems to be going pretty well.
I'll come back.
You'll come back?
3rd time's the charm.
That's a charm. Maybe that won't go well.
Hopefully it doesn't get corrupted again.
That one was okay. That last podcast was the one we did first. Bad.
Yeah, they record like.
Oh my God, I've been given the 10 minutes timer.
We're gonna have to do 2 meetings then.
Right. Okay. Can I finish this? There's no time, but can I finish this?
You must.
What is your favourite question that you have asked someone or been asked?
I once went to an escape room. And after I left, the guy was like, "Do you want a photo?" And I said, "Yeah."
Okay.
He's going to put the photo in now.
There's
you
a
see
photo.
that lovely photo?
And then here's my stand-up that he's making fun of me for.
When we left, they were like, "Do you want a photo? Would you like a photo?" Do I want a photo? What for? Why would I want a photo? A photo to remember how awful this is. Honestly, no, I don't want a photo. Obviously, I took one. Like, you can't say no. But why would I want a photo? Like, I've got that photo now, and I'm just staring at the ground like, please make this be over. Let it be over.
This is Chosen Subject, bigger, longer, and uncut.
I was gonna like get drinks and like chocolate and stuff and chill. This is a chilling podcast.
I was gonna get a fag, and I was gonna get a Stella. That's my impression. That's my impression of Alan Sugar.
So the last question for the starter bit is: have you read anything interesting recently?
Your mum? No. I have.
Gonna do something that he thinks is funny, but no one thinks it's funny.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie. You other brothers cannot deny. When a girl walks in. Oh, you've read it as well?
Yeah.
It's a poem someone sent me.
Oh, yeah. Who sent you that one? Same person that sent it to me.
My mate Nigel.
Nigel, yeah. Hello, Nigel. How you doing? Your friends are gonna watch this. Hello, Nigel. I went to see X today, and there was a sign. I bought Jack Whitehall and Rob Brydon's stand-up.
Jack Whitehall's dad was on Pointless and he was really miserable.
I know, he was good, you know.
Did you watch it tonight?
Yeah, of course.
Why weren't you preparing for the podcast that you said would be ready?
I genuinely was.
I think your attitude to this podcast is pointless, quite frankly.
It is. It really is. That's why it's called Chosen Subjects. It's a chilling podcast. This isn't Sam interviews. This is a chilling
I think the
podcast.
subject you've chosen is laziness.
Yes. But like the sign that was in CEX said, the floor is wet when it's wet. Or something silly like that.
Now from the top, make it drop.
That's all wow. That's all wow.
Macaroni in a pot. Get a bucket and a mop. We're at part 2 now because we've joined a separate meeting. Sam's just sent me the link, so I'm just going to join the meeting now.
The audio is going to be messed up.
I'm just joining the meeting. Hang on.
Gosh, well, I wonder how long this podcast is going. I'm not adding you. I think that's the power.
Can you let me in the meeting, please, so we can continue the podcast?
The audio is going to be so messed up, and I've got earphones in, so.
We're not going to do 2 angles. I'm going to leave the meeting. That was a fun little gag there for the visual viewers.
That's getting cut.
Fuck off. What's your next question?
I wonder how much of the podcast's actually going to stay in. Right. Anyway. Not me absolutely giving up with the podcast.
I reckon this will be your best episode yet. Kathy set the bar really high.
As the host, I'm not allowed to say anything.
You disagree.
The thing is,
Kathy's more respectable. Kathy, you could look at her and go like, that's someone who's like funny.
Yeah.
With me, you see like that guy's just desperate to be funny, and it's sad.
No, I've had a lot of people reply to my last episode, being like, Kathy seems like without seeing her stand up. Being like, Kathy seems like a really good comedian.
You won't believe it when you see my stand-up.
I want to see your stand-up.
You have seen my stand-up.
I've seen parts of your stand-up about 5 months ago.
Yeah. It's not ready yet.
Literally 5 months ago. How bad is that?
You'll get content when the time is right, but it's just pranks.
Literally, it's mad thinking it was 5 months ago.
I'm literally the Jeremy Beadle of the modern age. Right, what's your next point? This is my Beadle's about.
Watch out! You're bullying a child.
That's one of Sam's catchphrases, though.
Is it? So what people have laughed at the most?
That's the best joke in your set.
Yeah, but a lot of people have said that, so I'll take it.
I had a big laugh when I first saw that.
Thank you. Just because there's also AFQ.
There's also your searing political satire section where you truly just fucking let into Rees-Mogg, you know? That was my favourite bit.
Just didn't happen. I already made myself look like a right idiot last episode.
Look at your hair, you look Elton John.
I'm gonna get a buzz cut, I swear down.
Don't.
I'm growing my hair out at the moment to get a mullet.
Oh, you sicken me.
I'm nearly there, you know.
Yeah, so am I. I'm getting it cut soon.
No, I'm growing mine out to get a mullet, and then
You're an abomination.
Thank you. You know, this is not.
I just called my boyfriend an abomination on a podcast.
You're not wrong, are you?
You see that video of Ringo Starr farting?
No.
Treat yourself.
Okay, he's in a studio. Podcast.
He's in a studio and just goes, I farted.
The amount of my hair's changed at the last minute, I'm going to have to keep all this in. So I hope you enjoy it.
Continuity.
Would you like to carry on with the episode, or just want to?
I think it's the show must go on. I think it's best.
Okay. So tell me about your subject. What is your subject and why did you pick it?
Candles is my subject.
I hope not.
My subject is
the questions.
Is the musical The Book of Mormon, written by the writers of South Park and the writer of Frozen. Oh yeah.
No, the Frozen bit.
Sorry?
I didn't know about Frozen.
Robert Lopez, he wrote the songs for Frozen.
I didn't know about that bit, and that's worrying because I wrote the questions.
You didn't mention that. It's a good question. I'm avoiding naming writers because I know their names will appear later on. I don't want to spoil. But I can tell you now that it was written by Trey Parker, Matt Stone. I can tell you right now it's written by Trey Parker, Matt Stone, and Robert Lopez.
I can neither confirm. I can confirm you were correct, but I can neither confirm or deny.
Well, we'll see what happens. It's a musical that I love very dearly. It's very dear to my heart. I've seen it live once. I've watched it. I've watched recordings countless times. I love it to pieces. I have friends who've seen it like 20 times.
I thought you'd seen it more in person.
No, I haven't. I've seen it once. But I'll go with you.
Yes, we're doing that.
Now's the time to give a shout out to my friend Konnor. He's at Tomorrow is a Latter Gay on Instagram. He's a cosplayer and he helped a lot with the questions. So I don't know what the questions are, but he truly, our asses were saved here.
I will definitely leave a link. This episode would definitely not have worked. You'll see later when you get to my questions that we would have been screwed without him.
Cheers, Konnor.
Thank you. Literally message you out of nowhere being like, hi, can you help with some questions? And you literally did, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
He had a nap, which is why it was a belated reply.
Honestly, people that take naps are top 10 of people. People that take naps are better than people that don't take naps. And I know that you don't take a nap. So I'm not taking any of that back. Oh, I flirt with my boyfriend over Zoom.
I like the fact that you once it was there, you kept going. We are like 40 minutes deep into the Chosen Subject podcast Christmas special. Boy, oh boy. In fact,
not Christmas special.
I'm feeling the festive spirit already.
It's not the Christmas special. It'll be out next week.
I'm a reindeer. I'm a Christmas reindeer.
Oh bloody hell! Don't let this man on Zoom.
Continue.
Would you like to carry on with the podcast now?
No, I'm going to turn that off. Like the song "Turn It Off" from the musical The Book of Mormon, which is my subject.
To edit this. I'm excited to edit this. So what do you like about the musical?
I love it because it's very funny, and I love musicals. I adore musicals. There's a few I don't like. I don't like Phantom of the Opera and Cats and like most Lloyd Webber stuff.
So I went to go see Cats.
Saw it twice in the cinema.
Yeah, I went to Cats.
I used to like. I've realised that nothing happens.
I went to go see Cats. The thing about horses.
He's joking because they look a bit weird.
No. It's Friday Night Dinner.
Oh yeah.
And
it's a good episode. Friday Night Dinner.
It is. I went dressed up as a cat. I was out at the time. I was out at the time, but I was out as in like I want everyone to know, and if I don't like, I want people to know. I'm just like, I used to wear pride flags around with me all the time and stuff like that. So I went as a cat. Yeah. That will get taken out of context. Yes, I am pansexual, which means I like people regardless of gender.
That's disgusting. I'm gay, everybody. And me and Sam are an item.
An item? What? How much do I cost then? Like
I'll tell you this now. Scoop once told me I loved him.
You once told me you loved me.
Did about a fortnight ago.
You did love me. You don't love me anymore. Did the podcast change your mind? Because if so, it's bad. Like,
imagine. God, imagine if I left you over this.
I'd leave me over this.
No, love you.
I love you. That was very nice. Give me that. Your friend. Your mom's gonna watch this.
She puts X's at the end of her messages to you.
I don't put. I'm not an X's person, you know. Right, to you because you're my boyfriend.
Today alone, we have had.
This is a good podcast. Listening.
In fairness, there's I think 1, 2, 3, 4. It's less than I thought. Anything on Snap?
No, not that.
7 today.
We've talked on Snapchat today.
If you're counting early this morning as well. Yeah, we've spoken on Snapchat today. I was like talking about your story.
Yes. Yeah. I remember that.
Anyway. Fucking hell.
That was the most disgusting thing that's...
I didn't hear it. The mic didn't pick it up.
I burped at the... Oh, I can't even finish that.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Still staying in.
So, tell me more about the musical.
It's about these Mormons and they go to Uganda and shit goes down. It's the Book of Mormon.
What first appealed?
Because I liked South Park and Team America, and I found out it was written by the same people.
Did you watch it before or after you knew that?
I feel like I started South Park before I got into Mormon.
So like
I never stuck with South Park, and like Team America's a good movie, but
so like you knew that they had written the musical and went to go see it?
No, I knew everything about. I knew like as much as I knew about the show before going.
Okay.
Then I did but like I know everything about this show.
Yeah.
I live and breathe the show.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to get loads of questions wrong. I haven't prepared for this. Let's mattress.
It's Chosen Subject podcast. Kathy
did all right though. Kathy did all right. The bar's high already.
It's nearly your birthday. Sorry, we can talk about this later.
That's an off-air conversation.
All of this is an off-air conversation at this point. I don't know. I don't think I've got a title for this episode.
I don't smile, by the way. This is the most I've laughed in ages.
But you're enjoying it.
I'm having a wonderful time.
That's what the Chosen Subject's about. Let's go. Right. So do you want to do the quiz questions, or do you want to carry on? Like, is there anything you want to add? Is there anything you want to say? What do you want to say? No.
I've quite enjoyed the rambly nature of this. How long have we've recorded? Like an hour. We've got more than enough. I'm ready to do the quiz.
I'm currently stroking a dog.
Stop.
He's a cute boy.
Anyway, Book of Mormon. I remember where I was. I was in a car going to my secondary school, and I first listened to the song "Hello" from the Book of Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, this is good. Listen to that song, I'll do for a couple of days. And I just picked and chose some songs. And then I got obsessed. I remember the first one.
So you knew the music before?
I listened to the soundtrack before, yeah. And I watched recordings of it. I remember the first. I watched a blurry old one I found on YouTube. It was the original cast. Had subtitles. It was good. It's great. I love it. The original cast is great. And I saw it in London with my mother and my friend. And
I do want to see it.
I think it's such an important show. It's been rewritten. Some of it hadn't aged well. They've edited some of it. Some jokes don't hold up anymore.
What I found interesting was I found out that it wasn't just taking like the piss out of Mormons. Like I thought it was that kind of thing, but it's apparently to reviews it's not.
It's got a surprisingly pro-Christian message.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's great.
See, I haven't watched it. I want to, but I haven't.
We're going Stevie Webb, legend.
So So I've not watched it, but I've seen reviews, and the reviews look really good.
It's great. My mum liked it. My mum doesn't like musicals.
See, I think I'd like it then.
She only likes Hamilton and Book of Mormon and Matilda.
Yeah.
So she only likes the ones she's seen, but the ones she hasn't, she fucking hates.
Matilda's. Oh,
No,
Matilda's. Let me rewind that. Matilda's a musical.
No, they made a like musical.
So it's like how Back to the Future's one.
Yeah, just based on the book.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
Me too. A lot of people, and the guy who plays Marty I saw him in Jersey Boys and he was good. Kathy and other friends of ours really enjoy it.
Yeah.
We'll go. We'll make a trip of it.
I'd love to do that. Sorry, I'm trying to set things up to ask you the questions because unlike every other podcast I've done, I've decided no, you don't need to print the questions out. So this shall be fun.
Sam's doing this on a wing and a prayer. Make sure you got them ready, like prepared.
Yeah,
make sure you got both. Tablet. Make sure you got both tabs ready.
Both tabs? What do you mean by
that? Well,
that?
didn't you get sent like 2 lots?
Oh no, I put them together.
Okay, sensible.
I'm James-Neal. Of course, I'm sensible. I made this podcast.
Whose question are you going to start with?
I think you can find out quickly. Let me just make a little key for myself.
Do the terms and conditions before. Explain the rules of your little game.
I'm just making myself a little key. Oh, got 10 minutes. Right, we do have time.
Let's go.
Right, you're gonna have 3 minutes to answer as many questions as you can. If you get them wrong, I will use the time to give you the answer.
Yeah, you're supposed to give the answer afterwards, like on Mastermind. So let's give them afterwards.
If you miss a question, it's after. If you get it wrong, they do tell you.
Yeah.
So if you miss them, I'll tell you afterwards.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna put my phone out of harm's way in case no one thinks I'm cheating.
Oh, cheating on the Chosen Subject podcasts? No one would ever do that.
Couldn't be me. I'm not cheating.
And
hands free.
Okay, let me turn my alarms up so it can actually hear it. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. How long has it been on the West End and Broadway combined?
Oh my good God, right. 2011, so for Broadway. So 11 years, 2013 for thingy, 11 21.
Incorrect. The answer is 18. Who originally played the role of Elder Price on Broadway in 2011?
Andrew Rannells.
Correct. How many Tony Awards has the show won?
Pass. Actually, no, 14 I'm going to go for.
You're incorrect. It's 9. What venue was the UK tour when it had to close for COVID-19?
Oh, shit. Birmingham.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, come on.
What song ends Act 1?
Man Up.
Correct. When was the premiere show on Broadway? First viewing of it.
2011. I don't know the
date. Yes, you're correct. What theatre is home to the show on Broadway?
Oh no, don't do this to me. It's the theatre. Eugene O'Neill.
Correct. How many costume changes does Elder Cunningham have?
None.
Incorrect.
No, he's got the fucking okay, right. 2 maybe.
7.
7. Fuck me.
About how long is the musical?
2 hours.
Correct. Finish a quote. When I was in the 5th grade.
I had a friend, Steve Blade.
Correct. Who are the 3 writers?
Trey Parker, Matt Stone, Robert Lopez.
Correct. True or false? 2 of the writers also worked on South Park.
True.
Correct. Where does Elder Price want to be sent?
Orlando.
Correct. Where's a musical set?
Uganda.
Correct. True or false? There is a song called I Believe.
True.
Correct. What is Elder Thomas's nickname?
Pop-Tarts.
Correct. Where does Elder Young and Elder Grant get sent on their mission?
Norway.
Correct. What is part 4 of the Bible? Oh God.
Do you mean part 3? Oh, part 4 is the Book of Mormon.
Yes, correct. Right, that was a timer.
What more have you got? I'm on a roll here. Which ones haven't you done? These don't count.
I'll tell you in a second. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You've done the best on this podcast.
I mean, I had a 50-50 chance. Which ones didn't you get to read?
Okay, the ones I didn't get to read. What rule does Elder Price break before having the spooky hell dream?
72.
Yeah. Name the song from the following lyric. You've only got yourself to blame. Wait, what? You've only got yourself to blame. You didn't pretend hard enough.
Turn it off.
Correct. What is the next lyric? And now we're seeing eye to eye, so it's so great we can agree.
Now we're seeing eye to eye, it's great we can agree that life is about to change for you and me, but mostly me.
I think that's part of the chorus.
Me mostly.
I've got the Heavenly Father has chosen
you and me, but mostly me. Fuck.
Yeah. True or false? There is a cast member called Tom Smith.
No idea. Probably true.
False. There's a guy with the last name Smith, though. Name 3 songs starting with the word I.
I believe. In the Book of Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
I am Africa. Oh, there's another one, isn't there? I'll be there for you. I'm here for you.
Right, there you go. That concludes them.
How about that? Chuffed a bit.
You did really well. You've only got 3 wrong, which is really good.
I couldn't have got the tone one of the costume change.
I'm proud of you for that. Thank you for being on my podcast.
Thank you.
This might end up being a 20-minute episode, but we'll move.
So I'm just a few things that got cut here that I'm going to announce if Sam doesn't cut them. Sam doesn't know who Jacob Rees-Mogg is. Sam, I can't remember. I called Sam something rude at some point. It's been an honor and a privilege, and hopefully this episode has sound. Thank you so much. It's been an honor and a privilege.
Well, that's getting cut.